Hello, Taurus. It's your turn. Okay, so I'm doing a reading for you. This is going to be done for the full moon that we have, and it's going to be in your sign. I think that's so exciting. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to be discussing our emotions today. What the lunar eclipse reminds us and calls us to do is to remove ourselves and do our best not to corrupt any of the emotions or feelings that we're experiencing. No manipulation. We do that, the earth gets in the way, it intervenes. Okay, it intervenes what's being cast by the sun so the moon can fully express what it's experiencing. That's what we're describing here. I'm going to look this up just a little bit. But now, what I do is I provide readings for the past, present, and future in our physical world and realm and our etheric world and environment. And what I do is try and marry them or bridge the gap, bring them to your attention so that you can experience what it is that you need to experience. Now, what I'm seeing is first word that came to my mind are acts of charity. We have the Queen of Pentacles that is being presented for your past experiences in this physical world. So there may have been, think of times where you've given yourself to other people through service, through resource, or time, in like being listening and reciprocity to other people. What I'm seeing is there's been experiences that have opened new doors, provided that, like, let's say you gave resources to another person that will encourage the universe to open doors and provide new opportunities for you in the future. It's showing me that it's consistent with your it's like you're aware of this whenever you're doing the deed. And it's like the Queen of Pentacles is at her highest form in this because she can see the potential of all ways of life, of her future potential actions. And your present is what I'm seeing with the Six of Swords. What the Six of Swords illustrates is a moving onward into our future desires. There may be people, okay, so it looks like um, there aren't relationships that you can bring into this new dawn or beyond with you. Because I see the Five of Cups in reversed. What the Five of Cups in reversed will entail is an inability to um, ground certain relationships this way. It's like, don't try and make relationships based on the decisions that you've made in the past. It's like, hey, I helped this person out, and then you go and, like, every new person that you meet in this new opportunity, you bring up that story. It's like you're making this service an aspect of your identity. Um, and what I'm seeing is, like, it shows that you're being playful with what I see from the Knave of Pentacles in reversed. It's like you you're using these examples as a way to explain your character to these people, but it's like you're much more than that. And there are there's an abundance of ways that people can feel about those aspects of yourself. Um, but instead of making it your identity, you have other things to bring to the table than just the services that you've done for other people. Um, what I see in your um, future in the etheric is the Four of Swords. And what the Four of Swords depicts is an depiction of what's in this image. We see the two fae who are sleeping, and what it is it's an acceptance of things that have happened in the past and present. It's knowing what has occurred, accepted, and released and relinquished back into the world. Don't try and be so possessive of these things that you've done in the past that you want to make it something that you do again for another person. If that person doesn't need it, the situation could be different, and it's like you can still provide them with much more than what you've done with other people in the past. New scenarios require different outcomes. And we can't always fix a problem the same way that we've done in the past. Um, so be enlightened to remember the foundations of the relationship that you've built, or things that you've done, uh, and understand that it has led you to the place that you are now, but don't let it dictate the future decisions that you will make for other people. Um, I don't see, I don't want to correlate to a specific relationship or a specific employment, because the cards aren't aligning to um, show anything in that regard. Um, because let's say, like, for a hypothetical, that you hold a position of power and people seek you for the allocation of resources. They see you for HR, like PR, where you handle the social bracket and mediate the relationships of other people. You can, like, as something that a person with authority does. I'm trying to describe the relationship, besides the fact that I give you a title, because the title doesn't mean anything. The title is just the political structure of the thing that exists in your work environment and politics, and that's all it is. But what I seek to do is to describe the relationship that you have with other people in this regard. So it's like, um, you're um giving. Okay, so it's like what I'm seeing with the Six of Swords, you help mediate this process. Um, and if this is even just on the discussion of helping other people with their relationships, it's like, you help people see the nature of the other person, or you help see other people see the relationship of um, their employment aspects of their job, um, and you open up the doors for these other people. What we see here with this Fae and the bubbles, are the multiple universes that are at our disposal in the realm of time. And when we discuss these things, there are always different outcomes to the services that you provide, but you want to, with the present in here, is help people find one where they find success, or places that are most fruitful for the other people and other individuals in your environment. You help people along this path. Um, so there are many different ways to read this reading, but remember, don't make it an aspect of your personality. It's something that you do. You are so much more than the service that you offer. Um, it's it's much more than that. And people will find opportunities to bring you things. Um, with the Knave of Pentacles in reversed, it's like, when that is in reversed, it's like they're subject to their surroundings rather than their own individual person. So there are gifts that may come your way, whether it be the relationships or actual physical offerings. Um, but presently, in your etheric world, there's no imagination that is taking place regarding the potential things that come. Keep your door open and allow people to walk in and out of your life and bring you offerings. It's not something that you're looking for. You're not asking it of anybody, but people are inclined to do it if you do your job well, if that makes sense. Um, so continue to accept the role that you have in other people's lives, and because you are a unique individual with the intuition that helps people to find and discover success. I hope that this message met you with the highest good and intention that I wish to give you. If you have any further comments that you would like to give, leave them in the comment section below. If you want to see more content in the future, give me a like or subscribe, because that allows you to see content further in the future. And I have nothing more. I close your reading here. Enjoy this full moon in Taurus, and take care. And I hope to see you in the future.